dance video because you guys seem to like my what's in my dance bag video a lot. So I am going to be doing a look through all my costumes over the years. I think I've gathered a good amount. I've been dancing for about 5 or 6 years now. So this is just going to be a look through all the costumes I've ever had. So you're going to get to see like the styles I've done over the years and things like that. So let's get into this video then. Okay, so this first costume is from my very first year of dance, and I did hip hop, and this is all the way back in 2010. So yeah, I did a hip hop dance to Bust a Move, and this is the first part of the costume. It's just this tank top, and it has like graffiti all over it. So yeah, this was a really cute costume. And then I had this headband. We didn't wear this though. It just came with the costume. And then we just wore some pants. Yeah, and that's it. My second costume that year was a jazz number to Give It To Me by Madonna, I think. And it came with this vest that we wore. Yeah, these costumes my first year were pretty plain, but that's okay. And then we just wore some plain black pants, like my hip hop one. And then we had this sparkly green shirt that we wore with it too. It's not a leotard thing, it just kind of like drapes down like that, I don't know. And then it came with this thing, and this was like, we didn't end up getting the hat, but there was like a top hat, and this was a little decorative like ribbon to tie around it, but we didn't end up using that. So that's it for this costume. Okay guys, so for my first dance of 2011, I danced to Disturbia by Rihanna, and this was a jazz dance in the level of pre-company. And I wore these cuff kind of sleeve gloves on my hands. And I wore these sparkly pants. And I wore this green and purple. I know it looks blue on screen, but it's purple. And it's like a one sleeve kind of top with a strap. And yes, that's all I wore. My second dance of 2011 was to Shake It Up by Selena Gomez from the Disney Channel show Shake It Up, and this was a jazz solo. My first thing that I wore was this ribbon, and I think I wore this in my hair, but if I didn't wear it in my hair, then I didn't wear it at all. And then I wore these big puffy pants. These were really annoying though, because they were like huge on me. And then I wore this sparkly vest kind of coat looking jacket thing. And yeah, that's for my first dance of 2012. I danced to I Got You by Leona Lewis, and this was a jazz dance in the level of Apprentice Company, so that's the next level up from pre-company in the companies at my old studio. And I wore this tank top that's like all bedazzly and sparkly. And then I wore these sparkly pants that I wore last year. And that's all from my first costume. For my second dance in 2012, I wore this flower clip. And I wore this ballet costume, and it has like all this pretty detailing on here. Then it has a flower on there. Sorry, it's kind of hard to show you this stuff with my camera, but whatever. And that was a ballet duet that I danced in. I don't remember what the song was called, some, classical music song. For my first dance in 2013, I wore this pretty leotard, and it has one strap and then like one thick strap. And then this little feathery thing I wore in my hair, and then this other one was actually attached to the costume. And then I wore this big tutu. This was actually not on the costume, so it was kind of, you know, ordered separately, but it's just white and long. And for that dance, I danced to On the Nature of Daylight, I think it was called. And it was just, you know, a classical ballet song. Guys, for my second and last dance of 2013, I danced to Out of Africa, and that was, like, my teacher had a friend who made the song, so you can't, like, buy it on iTunes or anything like that. But it was a lyrical jazz number, and we dressed like lion, tiger, cheetah things. This costume is pretty complicated. It has this, like, thing on the side that you, like, tie around, and then it has this thing down the pant leg that you tie all the way crisscross down your leg. And then it came with these two little ribbons that we tied around our heads and, like, either ankle or around your wrist. And we tied these around our heads like that. So we were like warriors or something. And then the last part of this costume was this, like, little lion's mane thing that I just dropped. And you, like, put it around your shoulders, and then you tied it in the back, and then it poofed up, kind of like a mane. Now on to 2014, and this was the dance recital that I just had currently. And we danced to, this was a lyrical jazz, but we ended up doing, like, just a jazz. It was actually musical theater. Well, it was a lyrical jazz class, but we did, like, a musical theater dance. And this was to Newsies, like the Broadway, well, it was King of New York from the Broadway show Newsies. And we had this tie that we wore. It's all glittery and sparkly, and it's a fake tie, so it just goes around your neck like that. And then we wore these little wrist things. You actually put your finger through one of them, but we had to put them on our wrist because one of my friends did a back handspring, and she would have slipped if we would have worn them on our hands. And then it came with this leotard that is inside out. Came with this leotard that we wore underneath. And we wore a hat, and mine has a little string on it because we had to put strings on them, so elastic, so that they wouldn't fall off. And then I had to wear this vest kind of thing. So you put it on, and then you put this, like, around your neck. And then the last piece of this costume is like a half tutu. So you put this part in the front where there's no tutu, and then in the back, it's like that. And that's all for that. So the next costume that I'm going to show you is my ballet costume from this year, 2014. And we danced to, I think the song was called Journey to Neverland, but I'm not positive. And we wore these little tiaras because I was a fairy. Everybody in the class was a fairy except for 3 of the students. Well, one of the girls was Tinkerbell, and then we were all, like, her friends. And then one of the other girls was Wendy, and then the guy in our class was Peter. But I was just a regular fairy because, you know, I'm just special like that, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, this costume's all blue, and then the neckline kind of thing is all bedazzled, and so is, like, this area. And it's just, like, a silver and puffy tutu thing. And, yeah, that's all for this costume. Okay, guys, so the next 2 costumes that I'm going to show you, this one and my next one, are from competition team. This is the first year, well, this year that we just had was the first year that I did competition team. And I didn't do it at my other studio. And by the way, just in case you were wondering, 2010 to 2012 are from one studio, and 2013 to 2014 are from another studio. And at this studio, I competed, well, yeah, this year, not because, like I said, I didn't compete at the other studio. I competed a jazz trio, and it was called Radio, and this was the costume that we wore for it. And then it came with these little gloves that we wore on our hands. And yeah, I really liked this dance. It was really cool. And my last costume I'm going to show you, and my last competition costume, was my lyrical costume. It was to The Last Bird. That was what the song was called. And it was, you know, kind of an instrumental, classical kind of dance. But yeah, this was really pretty. It has a cutout in the back. Hi guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you want me to do more dance videos, leave it in the comments down below. I think I'm finally going to enable the comments. I just, you know, I don't want people to be mean to me, so I kind of don't let people comment. But, yeah. And if you guys ever see me at competitions, then totally come say hi. I mean, not that I'm, like, famous or anything, but that'd just be cool to know that you watch my videos. And, yeah.
When you're ready, let me